Welcome to Miami Gardens, Florida. A gorgeous day for college football, and we are fired up to see the Miami Hurricanes open another season at Hard Rock Stadium. And the Canes will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Alabama's offense takes the field to start this game off. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out through the 28.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Looks as if he's going to run it. The Tide will get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Great move there. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the tight end.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Touch pass on the run. Across the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Give to the running back. And the Canes get enough for the first down. Wow, the Canes are known for big-time playmakers. Tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
On the move, it's Ali. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Cherry. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other often.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. When you play backer in Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He looks that one in nicely. They get him down after he makes the catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroaching defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. Looking for a block. It's Ali. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. 1st down for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Floats it out in space. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. To the air on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They'll try it over the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Canes will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the 1st down with the run. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Pulls it in. It's Cherry. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bama!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang.
And the ball's out there after it. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
He's piled up 76 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
That's a fumble on the play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Goodness gracious. This is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They're working that left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Touchdown, Miami. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. A new set of downs after the completion. Using his legs, it's Cherry. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Fast motion from the offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. They'll try the run. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have that.
Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with this receiver on that.
On the ground, it's Cherry. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. He now has 106 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. They'll ride the hot hand. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. And his throw is incomplete. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give to the single back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Getting some heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the... And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
A loss of 7 yards on the play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes that Alabama offense. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Here's the handoff. Alabama will get the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Got his man. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They're bringing heat. Working that left side now. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Zings it complete to the right. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it on the left. Open runway ahead. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, K.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right,